Hey guys, welcome to Adventures. So this week was completely different than any other week we've ever had, and you can tell we're not in a semi.
No trucky.
No. So you might have seen our video talking about the People's Convoy and what it's been like the last 2 years during the pandemic and the freedoms that were stripped from us and our opinion while we were out driving across the nation. Well, this week we were able to feed the people at the People's Convoy. Yeah, so how did that come about?
So we'd been contacted a couple of times before, and since we were still driving, the truck was still winterized, we kind of declined to do it. 5F had actually reached out to us and said they found us on Google, which we came home and Googled it. I Googled it. Couldn't find us. She Googled it.
No.
Couldn't find us. We don't really advertise a whole lot. We just kind of stay local.
Definitely a God thing, worked out the logistics of all of that.
We went back Thursday night and had them Google it. They couldn't find us.
They had been consistent on asking us once they got our number, and I had connected them with one of my friends that has a Sweet Street truck, and they had gone out to the People's Convoy and they had served them ice cream a few times, but then they kept saying, we want to serve them a hot meal. We want to make sure they get a good hot meal and get fed. And finally, it just really weighed on our heart. And on Friday last week, I woke up and Scott's like, we're gonna go feed the people. So Friday we had asked the boss if we could have the week off, and we knew it was a big ask, a big tall order. And he's like, nope, can't make it happen. And Scott just really felt led, and I really felt led, that it wasn't really a question. It was more like we were putting our job on the line. How many times is God going to go ask us to feed the people at the People's Convoy? And how many times we were going to be disobedient? And we finally were like, enough. So we told him, we're off. We're going to go feed the people. And we felt like God was leading us to. And thankfully, the boss said, well, I'm not going to stand in the way between you and God, and go feed the people, and we'll see you next week. So we came off the road.
So last Friday night, we got home at midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning, something like that. Went to the meat shop and picked up 350 pounds of meat.
That's a lot.
Got that brined. Monday, Tuesday, 16 hours of smoking and pulling every day.
And you guys know that has been one of our goals since 2018, since we started the food truck, to be able to bring our food truck and feed truckers. So it just, it's so great. And we just wanted to keep the same quality, the same service, if not better if we could.
We met a lot of really cool people, a lot of stories, and 5F was great.
They were awesome. But it was a ton of work. We're definitely super tired because we went from sitting on our butts to not sitting at all, and definitely a hustle, but we wouldn't have traded it. They start the day out with prayer and the Pledge of Allegiance, and they end the day in prayer, and we fed them, and it was raining. They rented a tent, we pulled up tables, and we sat down and we helped them arrange it so that everybody could gather together in fellowship and just hang out in a dry space with a hot meal and just have a great time. There were so many thankful people, just good-hearted people out here fighting for our freedoms. Many of you don't even recognize that some of our commandments, our free choices, and being, Americans, have been stripped away from us right in front of your face, and you don't even recognize it. But don't worry, they've recognized it, and they're willing to stand up and fight, despite how many haters, despite how many people are just trying to cause ruckus, and they're willing to fight against it. And we're just so thankful that we were able to be a part and just show God's love through that.
And actually give the cooks a break. I couldn't imagine, because they do breakfast and dinner every day.
Every day.
And we only did dinner 2 days, and man, it kicked our
We were
butts.
exhausted.
But
we wanted to give them a break from serving and just really help out. And so we also wanted to give 5F a chance to tell you a little about their company and what they were able to do to help.
Hey, I'm Jason with 5F.
My name's Stephen McLeod. I'm with 5F as well.
And 5F is an AI-driven autonomous supply chain that maximizes drivers' revenue by increasing utilization of your small fleets and minimizing downtime and deadhead miles and things of that nature. And we were working up in Pennsylvania, and when we saw the People's Convoy come here to DC and Hagerstown, Maryland, we felt we had to get involved. Right, Steve?
Absolutely. So our company has no problem supporting small businesses and truck drivers. We're out here to support the trucking industry.
6% of all trucks are small business owners, small fleets.
Small fleets. We give them an opportunity to maximize their earning potential. So without going too deep into detail, our portal, our dashboard allows people to run a small company in a way that knocks out the middleman and all sorts of overhead, and so drivers can focus on driving.
Essentially, our platform is a business in a box.
I came and spent a couple weeks out here, and so we came out here and fed people, and luckily our company cares enough about truck drivers, they allowed us to do that. So we came out.
We brought ice cream.
Yeah.
We brought some badass barbecue from Boondocks Barbecue.
There you go.
And we fed people night after night out here because, you know, the folks that are involved in this movement are sacrificing a lot to be here and to provide them, you know, a hot meal where they can sit together and just kind of fellowship together is something that it matters. It's important. So we're happy to do that for them. We're happy to be here.
So guys, if you don't know about the People's Convoy, if you are still skeptical or wondering if they're still out there taking action and fighting for your freedom, they are. And they're not gonna stop until there's change. And they have been making huge progress, and there's so many things behind the scenes. And not all of it can be talked about because, you know, it takes a lot of work and a lot of efforts and a lot of private meetings and public meetings and just doing what they've been doing. But they encourage you, now that there is a group page for the People's Convoy for every state. So go find your state, find the official page, join the group, rally around each other, come together, unite, and fight for your freedom. And if you can, support the People's Convoy. There's so many ways. If you don't even feel led to support the official page and give in that way, there's so many small needs. There's people that are live streaming. There's people that need hotels. Today it was snowing. It's gonna get down to 21 degrees tonight. So, you know, and that's for the next couple days. It's going to be cold this coming week. You know, there's so many ways. Comment, we'll connect you.
Some of the people are out there in tents, you know. They've had a lot of people donate firewood, but, you know, still in a tent.
That's cold.
Yeah.
So if you guys do want to help in such a small way as pay for a hotel room for somebody, or something like that, comment below and we will get you connected with the people that need to be connected, especially if you can send us a private message on Facebook, Instagram. That's going to be the easiest way. And we're going to keep you updated and informed. But next week we go back on the road to trucking. So
Yay.
We're going to get some rest from all of this work and hit the road again. All right, guys. So stay safe, enjoy your freedom, and enjoy the adventures. Bye.